On August 20th, 2015, members of the United Campus Workers received a tip that state officials were quietly considering a proposal to outsource facilities management. Upon investigation, workers learned that the state of Tennessee was considering outsourcing jobs on an unprecedented scale. Facilities management for every single state-owned building in Tennessee, which would potentially put tens of thousands of state workers' jobs at risk. Who are these workers? They are the people who help everyone's day run smoothly. Like Tammy Schultz, who works overnight to make sure buildings are clean on UT Knoxville's campus. Or like Ed McDaniel, who helps you out when you need new keys. Or like Roland McIlvain, who helps behind the scenes to make sure that the university library is maintained for use by students.
I'm a hard worker, yet I'm being told that that's not enough. I need my job.
My mother has dementia, and my medical insurance allows me to help take care of her. Without it, I would not be able to afford the medication and the tests that she's going to need in the future as her disease progresses. They say no qualified or productive employee will lose their job. But they're writing the rules, and I don't trust them. I have to reapply for the job that I have now, and I'm not guaranteed that they'll rehire me or that I'll have 40 hours a week. And that's just not right.
Outsourcing would affect my life probably in the most negative way. Right now, I have a little bit of security personally where I'm very dependent on this job, and its benefits for enabling me to be able to live in a home that I'm able to pay for myself for the first time in my life. Even though I'm barely scraping by right now, I believe I'll be able to keep my home, and with benefits in the future, I'll be able to take care of myself medically and whatever needs I have. But I truly fear a good majority that will go away for myself and for all my fellow co-workers. And even though we're barely making it now, I truly believe it's going to scrape bottom, and I fear maybe losing my home. I fear for a lot of the others that are don't make as much as me, maybe in custodians or grounds. I fear for what would happen to them and their family. I think a lot more of us will be poor, for sure.
I'm feeling like I'm going to lose what I have right now. Benefits, my hours, probably my job, which at my age, I'm 60 years old, I plan to retire here. And I'm afraid that if they outsource, I won't be able to maintain the living that I have, the money I make, the benefits.
We wanted to stop this outsourcing proposal in its tracks, so we started protesting. We hit the streets in major cities across the state, organized community support. We collected over 6,000 petition signatures and unfurled the names inside the state legislature. And we're winning. We have public support. The vast majority of Tennesseans oppose this proposal. Our legislators hear us when we testify in Nashville. We've even forced them to have a public comment period so they would have to hear from us. Here's what you can do.